Would you dare to try a huge croissant? Giant pastries have been increasingly popular in recent years. Today we're at Stanley to figure out what exactly is this trend with oversized baked goods. Open since 2021, Pane Latte is an Italian bakery and restaurant in Stanley. In February, the seaside Panetteria launched a giant pastry series. Chef Ruchi speaks about the idea behind the series and how size has fascinated chefs and everyone else for the past decade. Can you just tell us about what you know about this trend with giant pastries?
All right, so giant pastries, it's been happening for the last few years. You know, it's not that's something that we invented overnight. I've seen giant pastry has been done last year, but it was not that successful.
Has size been a sort of interest for chefs?
It's not just for chefs, like for everyone. This is not the first time I'm making something big. You know, it's like I was in Dubai for 11 years. So I remember one time we did Alice in Wonderland. So Alice in Wonderland, everything is about big. So we had a 10-foot styrofoam egg that you can go inside and take pictures. But this time we did it. It's called nostalgia. Imagine you've seen this in Instagram or TikTok, whichever platform, and then you see people holding it like a bag, holding, you know, on top of their face. And you wanted to do that. Maybe you missed that chance. Recently there was an influencer who had 870,000 plus views, and they were carrying this one like a purse. So this is bringing you back to that things that you couldn't have done. We experiment on this for 50 times or more than that.
And the theme is nostalgia. And is that what makes it different from other launches that has been previously done before in Hong Kong?
That's our intention. Our way of doing it is that to do it properly, instead of just doing it for the sake of doing it. So we wanted to make sure that when you weigh this, it's 1 kilo.
Technique-wise, how can you actually do this properly? Are there specific pastry to filling ratio?
Well, it's a trade secret, first of all, but I can tell you a little bit. We are using the classic French method to make this croissant. Previously, we did the Pane chocolat, which is for the Valentine edition. It was quite of a success.
With the raspberry
jam inside, it went very good. But I wanted to do the classic croissant.
And it was quite popular in France with like dipping it in the cappuccino.
That's there. First we thought about, you know, having the smallest coffee cup and try to dip this in. And then we were like, you know what, let's give 1 kilo or 1 liter. And then, you know, we worked on the coffee. It's like go big or go home.
Obviously, like this is different from a traditional croissant. Like, have you made a traditional croissant before? Like, what are the differences and challenges when it comes to that?
You know, every country has a different humidity level and the temperatures. I can't really take my recipe from Dubai and then put it in here because the everything is different here. So we had to make a croissant that's suitable for Hong Kong. And then we need to make sure that this lasts long so we don't end up with food wastage. Everything is edible here, and then you can keep it for a long time. That was our goal. That's the thought process behind it.
Yeah, how would you respond to others who are rather critical about the food waste that comes with this particular croissant?
You can take it home. You can keep it outside in that packaging. It still lasts for at least 5 days in this condition. So from there you can slice thin, and then you can toast it, and you can use your fried egg on top, and you can have a nice breakfast. Let's say you have still too much. Cut it into small cubes, and you can make bread and butter pudding with that. There is zero wastage here if you use it properly, because we don't throw it away. I want the people to come to Pane Latte, not just for this, and, you know, see what we have changed here in Stanley, a little bit further away from the city, what we have created, what is coming up.
To Christian, the CEO of the Paratha Group, creativity is important for restaurants like Pane Latte, but it is also the ethos for the group to keep tradition and be sustainable. And why do you think your company, Paratha Group, should keep being creative, innovative?
Well, that's our ethos, really. You know, it's in our DNA to always innovate and come up with new things. It's always a fine balance between offering what people are comfortable with and know, and we're famous for, versus innovating and proposing and bringing new ideas to the market. So it's always a fine balance. You don't want to be super innovative that people don't recognize the brand, don't recognize the menu, don't recognize the food from time to time.
In your last 30 years in the industry, have you seen any of these like similar food trends happening?
So it's a good pastry. It's not just big and giant. To do something truly original is very difficult because obviously there is so many very imaginative people out there. There is so many new and novel things that people always try and present.
You know, talk with your chefs and discuss about these kind of ideas.
Sure, I have a super talented, fantastic team that can think for themselves, and this is one example of it. You know, in this particular case was Ruchi. We don't want to just make gimmicky food and to throw it away at the end of the day, just for a couple of pictures. You know, we don't want to do that either. You know, we at the same time we are conscious of the sustainability.
Oh, didn't see the camera rolling. I was too busy sipping the giant cappuccino. Every now and then, Pane Latte launches a new giant pastry flavor. So if you want to jump on the bandwagon, make sure you're updated about the next one.